Australia's Minister for Foreign Affairs and Minister for Women, Senator the Honourable Marise Payne, begins her official visit to the Laos PDR from February 24th to 25th to celebrate the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Laos and Australia. Both sides also discuss ways to further strengthen bilateral cooperation and discuss work to support resilient recovery from COVID-19 and close cooperation with Laos as Australia's ASEAN country coordinator. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Minister for Women, Senator the Honourable Marise Payne arrived in Vientiane on Thursday, February the 24th, beginning her official two-day visit to Laos from February 24th to 25th. The being visit is in response to the invitation of his Lao counterpart Salimsai Komasit. On the first day of her official working visit to Laos, Australian Minister Payne paid her courtesy call on Prime Minister Pankam Pavan, who takes this opportunity on behalf of the Lao government and the Lao people to extend his utmost congratulations the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Lao PDR and Australia. This year, 2022, marks an important milestone in diplomatic relations between Laos and Australia. Throughout the past 7 decades of our bilateral relations, we have witnessed tremendous progress in the elevation and expansion of our bilateral cooperation, ranging from political ties to people exchange, thus enhancing mutual understanding and trust between the two governments and the two people, Laos and Australia. Prime Minister Pankam also expressed his heartfelt gratitude and sincere thanks to the government and people of Australia for their kind support and assistance extended to the Lao PDR in our efforts to develop and advance socio-economic development of the country over the past decades, particularly through the Official Development Assistance or ODA in various fields, including infrastructure development and human resources development, just to name a few. Minister for Foreign Affairs and Minister for Women, Senator the Honourable Marise Payne, hopes that this visit can mark an even greater deepening and the beginning of an elevation of the relationship between Lao People's Democratic Republic and Australia. Earlier, Foreign Minister Salimsai Komasit welcomes Australia's Minister for Foreign Affairs and Minister for Women, Senator the Honourable Marise Payne, when both sides discussed their work together to support resilient recovery from COVID-19 and their close cooperation with Laos as Australia's ASEAN country coordinator as we implement the ASEAN-Australia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. According to Minister Salimsai, perhaps one of the visible landmarks of our bilateral cooperation is the construction of the first Lao-Thai Friendship Bridge across the Mekong River, funded by Australia, which was jointly inaugurated in 1994 by former Prime Minister Paul Keatings of Australia, Prime Minister Kamtai Siphandorn of the Lao PDR, and Prime Minister Chuan Lik Pai of the Kingdom of Thailand. Another outstanding area in Australia development programs is the human resources development. To date, more than 1,500 Lao students have graduated from Australia with high-quality education. In turn, these graduates have contributed not only to the enhancement of socio-economic development of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, but also to the promotion of bilateral ties, and they have become an important factor in strengthening the bond of friendship between Lao and Australian people. He said, in addition, as countries around the world are facing various challenges caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, on behalf of the Lao government and people of the Lao PDR, and on my own behalf, I would like to once again express my sincere appreciation to the government and people of Australia for all supports in our efforts to prevent and control COVID-19 outbreak and economic recovery. These supports have significantly contributed to meeting our national target on vaccination and addressed social and economic impacts from the pandemic in the Lao PDR. Australian minister stated that through the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have, of course, focused much of our attention on supporting our partners around the region, like Laos, through this crisis. Australia has been very proud of our pandemic collaboration. So far, we have provided over 1 million COVID vaccine doses to Laos, including more than 900,000 Pfizer shots. It is noted that at the regional and international fronts, The Lao PDR and Australia has enjoyed close cooperation, which reaffirmed the commitment of ensuring better living standards for our two peoples, and also promoting peace, stability, and security in the region and the world. The Lao PDR is pleased to be the country coordinator for ASEAN-Australia dialogue relations for 2021 to 2024. The Lao PDR will be working closely with other ASEAN member states and Australia to move forward the ASEAN-Australia dialogue relations, especially the comprehensive strategic partnership which was elevated last year to a new high.
You visited Laos